Hello everyone, good day to you. Today I have a box, and as you can see, it's a rather small box. But it's a good box, an important box. Because this box for me is all about nostalgia. I was trying to look back in my memory the other day and try and think back of the first Lego set I ever had as a kid. And I think I came up with it. Well, I'm not sure. This is one of the first I ever had as a kid. And fortunately for me, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so the sets I had back in the day were cheap for the most part. I do remember I had a pirate set. I'll try and get an image up if I can remember what it's called, but all retired pirate sets are insanely expensive is a good rule of thumb. But I found this on Bricklink for a pretty good price, so let's check it out. It's got a couple bonuses too. Seller did a lovely job packaging this from first glance. They were actually in my province too, which is nice. It came super fast. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. Oh, this is awesome. Check this out. 6550, the Outback Racer. Oh man, this box is in pretty good shape, honestly. This is from 97, I think, 1997. 48 whole pieces. I love these old boxes with the system, with the brick for the T. Oh, that just immediately takes me back. I love it. It's disassembled too. That's amazing. So yeah, this little set, there was a extremely brief period in my life when my parents, I have a sister, a younger sister, but we're very close in age. And my parents would buy us the same Lego set. So we had two of these in our family. Honestly, it's probably still at my parents' house somewhere. This one, and there's one from Extreme Team, the Extreme Racer, I think, which is really cool because it had like chromed parts and like trans neon green, which they look really cool, and they still look cool today. But this seller didn't have that set, unfortunately. I'll put a link up to their store. They have a ton of cool old sets, actually. Some of the prices are a little bit speculative, but their selection is incredible. Check out the back of this. This is awesome. Back when they would give you inspiration for other things you could build with the set. I get a kick out of that. One of them even doesn't have the sticker applied to the hood element. That's awesome. So another one we had growing up was this one, I remember. 6572. This Extreme Team started in 1998, I think, as a subsidiary of Town. And not very many sets were made. I think only 14. Mind you, I say that. This was another subset of Town, was Outback, which I looked, and it only had 5 sets according to Brickset. Spoiler alert, this is the smallest one. But the seller also had a great deal on another set that I haven't seen. Well, this set also, I guess I should mention, it's basically a couple of small cars, like a windsurfer and a little like buggy type thing. Super basic, but wow, these instructions are actually in phenomenal condition. Really good. Wow. Anyway, let's check out this one. I can't remember the name of this. It might be called Wind Racers or something. And this is called like Land Speeder 7 or something, this one. So this looks really cool. I never had this growing up, but it was cheap and I thought it looked really cool, so I had to chuck it in there. Also, it makes the shipping kind of more worth it, especially with these smaller sets. Okay, so like I said, the seller's prices were a little bit higher, but these are in unbelievably good condition for the age of them. Like, check out these instructions. Oh, my instructions that I have from like this year aren't even in this good a shape. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Can you see that? That is amazing. And look at this. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should be wearing gloves touching this thing. This is pristine. So I'm actually probably gonna build these up real quick and we can take a peek and chat about them if you want to stick around for that. Oh, what a trip down memory lane. Fantastic, fantastic. The rally car was super basic, but just what I remember. I remember I had lost the instructions eons ago when I was a kid, like immediately. And not that it wasn't invented or anything. My family did not have a computer or internet until I was 13. Super rural area. We didn't even have internet available to us. And so I had no instructions. Or no, I did have some of the instructions, but I think they were ripped maybe. I just remember I had a picture of it and I remember just building this car from the picture, not having all the instructions. So it's really, really ingrained. But exactly what I remember. I think they're charming. I don't know. Yeah, not much to say about it. I really like it. Little rally car sort of thing with the green and red octane colors against the yellow, which is kind of strange. It would have been really cool with white, actually. That would have been pretty awesome. But I like it nonetheless. Very cool. And wow, these parts overall are in amazing condition for the age of them. I mean, age might be a little different on the parts, but really good condition overall. Windsurfers was kind of neat in that it had some strange pieces that I'd forgotten about. I do remember the finger joints, like is in here, but I do not recall the finger joints with A, the Technic pin, and B, the female ball joint connection. Don't remember those. But I definitely remember the plastic Extreme Team sail element, iconic. And these minifigures, oh my god, I forgot about the minifigures. Check out this old dude, he's a legend. Maybe he's not, I always thought he was an old man, because I remember when I was a kid, I always thought this guy was an old man. I'll see if you can see this. Because he's got like white hair, but now thinking about it, it was probably meant to be like blonde. And I don't know if these are supposed to be like some appeal to like an MTV crowd or something. Like X Games kind of, I don't know. But he will always be an old man to me. And what's more extreme than an extreme pensioner? I mean, if you're driving a windsail car with neon green wheels at 65 plus, that's pretty extreme to me. The little buggy was pretty much what it looks like. Another extreme guy there wearing his sunglasses and his green hat. Pretty cool, little support vehicle, I guess. I'm coming to realize that this old man is the main star of the Extreme Team, so it seems. Because when you move on to the Land Racer 7, I can't remember what it's called exactly. Something Racer, and the number is definitely 7. But he's also in it, the old man. He gets around. He gets around, our old friend. Here he is again, just there. And his little pit crew is kind of cool, I thought. The pit crew guy almost looks like a green version of the rally driver, but the rally driver's suit says oil, and this one just says Octan. The cool little Octan pin, actually. That's pretty neat. Cool figure. And then a whole schwack of tools. Oh, I would have loved to have had this as a kid. And this racer is really cool too, actually. I noticed some of the pieces were missing stickers on the side, but they're really tacky looking flames, so I'm kind of not mad about it. And the windscreen is in phenomenal shape for the age of it. Yeah, like just look at this thing. How cool does this look, this vehicle? Like this thing looks so cool. It looks like a spaceship for the land. It looks unreal. I love it. Look at all the flames out of the back. That's awesome. And the little arrow discs to cover the wheels. That's great. This thing looks fast. It's very fast. Obviously the builds are nothing crazy to write home about, but I will say that this land speeder, the wheels, there's 3 wheels, 2 on the side obviously, but there's also one of those classic, like, I don't know, I always call it like the airplane landing gear wheel. And it just barely, it's like 1 plate clearance on the ground. So it looks like it's just scooting along on the ground, but there's actually a wheel and it does roll. So I think that's pretty good. And the little angled look for these fins, rudders, I guess, whatever you want to call them. They look pretty good too. And the red and black is just awesome. I think these are so cool. Anyways, I think it's been fun to look at some old sets. I've been recently rekindling that, and even some memories of, I just remember being a kid looking through the Lego catalog, however often it was sent to me, I think like a couple times a year, and just thinking of all the sets that would be super cool to have, knowing full well I would never have them. Like Dino Attack, that was such a cool looking theme. Always wanted that one. But anyways, I'd be curious, what was your first Lego set? Even just to your memory. Don't know if you have it still or not. Would love to know. I'd just be curious to hear other people's stories about their first experiences with Lego and what it means to them. Because these just take me back to a simpler time, to be a little cliche, but it was always so fun to rake through the old Lego bin and try and put back together the Outback Racer, I remember specifically. But yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.